Imagine this. You wake up at 6:30 a.m. You hit snooze once, twice, maybe 3 times. Then you rush. Coffee, emails, traffic, meetings, deadlines. And somewhere in your mind, you tell yourself, just a few more years, then I'll finally live my life. So you save $500 a month, 1,000, maybe more. Years pass. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Finally, retirement. Your bank account shows $1.5 million, maybe $2 million. No boss, no stress, no deadlines. Sounds perfect, right? But let me ask you something. What if you finally have the money, but no energy left to enjoy it? What if you finally have the time, but your body won't cooperate? What if you spent your entire life preparing for a future that never really comes? Let that sink in. Today, I'm going to show you something most people realize too late. Hey, I'm Hunter, and today we're talking about a silent trap that millions of hardworking people are already stuck in, the retirement trap. If you're earning well, saving consistently, doing everything right, but still putting your life on hold, then this video is for you. And if you want to build wealth without sacrificing your best years, make sure you hit like and subscribe, because what I'm about to share, most people never question. Let me tell you a real story. There was a man named Thomas. Thomas had a simple plan: work now, enjoy later. That was it. He was disciplined. He avoided unnecessary spending. He invested consistently. Every year, his net worth grew. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. For 33 years, he kept going. And finally, he had $2.1 million. That's not a typo. $2.1 million. He did everything right. No reckless decisions, no shortcuts, no gambling. Just patience and discipline. But here's where it gets interesting. Just a few months after he retired, Thomas was diagnosed with a serious health condition, and shortly after, he passed away. He never traveled. He never experienced the life he had planned. He sacrificed his best years for a future he never got to live. Let that sink in. Now you might be thinking, that's just one unlucky case, right? But here's the reality. About 41% of people don't retire by choice. They're forced to retire because of health issues, layoffs, family situations. 41%, almost half. So that retire at 65 plan, it's not guaranteed. It's a gamble. And here's something most people don't think about. Where did this whole retirement idea even come from? Back in the early 1900s, life expectancy in the U.S. was around 60 years. Retirement age was set at 65. Why? Because most people wouldn't even make it that far. The system wasn't designed for you to enjoy retirement. It was designed so you wouldn't need it for long. But wait, there's more. Today, people are living into their 70s, 80s, even 90s. But the retirement mindset, still the same. Work for 40 years and then start living. The problem is, life doesn't work that way anymore. Here's the biggest mistake people make. They think money is everything. Once I have enough money, I'll be happy. But that's incomplete, because there are 3 real currencies in life: money, time, and energy. And here's the truth. Money is renewable. Time and energy are not. If you lose money, you can earn it back. But if you lose your 30s, your 40s, you don't get those years back, ever. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you're 35 years old. You're healthy, you're active, you can explore, travel, take risks. Now imagine doing the same things at 75. Same money, same destinations, but the same experience? Not even close. The energy is different. The excitement is different. Your capacity is different. A trip at 35 is not the same as a trip at 75. Timing matters, more than you think. But the system teaches you something else. Work now, live later. Because the longer you work, the more productive you are. The more you earn, the more you spend, the more you contribute to the system. And before you know it, your best years are gone, without you even questioning it. Now you might be thinking, so what? Should I stop saving? Spend everything? No, that's not the point. The point is balance. Earn, invest, and live at the same time. Let me show you something powerful. Sabbatical math. Let's say you earn $100,000 a year. If you take 1 year off, you lose $100,000, right? But that's not the full picture, because you can earn that money again. But the experiences you could have had during that year, you can't recreate them later. That's not a loss. That's an investment in your life. And that leads to a different approach, mini retirement. Instead of waiting until 65, you take breaks throughout your life. 3 months, 6 months, maybe a year. You travel, you learn, you recharge. Then you come back, work again, grow again. Then take another break. This is how you design a life, not just a retirement. Because in the end, you won't regret not having a bigger bank account. You'll regret the moments you never lived, the trips you kept postponing, the people you didn't spend time with, the life you delayed. Here's the thing. Money can be earned again, but time and energy never come back. Let that sink in. So the next time you tell yourself, just a few more years, then I'll live my life, pause and ask yourself, am I building a life or just preparing for retirement? Because at the end of your life, your bank balance won't matter. Your memories will. If this made you think differently, hit like. And if you want to build a life where you don't have to wait until 65 to feel free, subscribe. Because here, we don't just talk about money. We talk about designing your life. I'll see you in the next one.